Freezing. Night, bitch. Welcome to the first ever Can I Bitch podcast. I'm your host, Ashley, and I just have one question to ask you. Can I bitch for a second, please? I'm so excited. Welcome to this podcast. It has been a very long time coming. I've been wanting to start a podcast for, I'd say, 2 years now. Can I bitch sounds like, hey, can I complain? We're not complaining. This podcast is for dealing with all of life's trauma, everyday experiences. We are talking about the shitty cards that life deals sometimes. When I'm listening to podcasts, I like to listen to people that are going through the same things that I can relate to. That's what I want to do here. I want to be someone that can relate to you. I will say that you're not alone going through these things. As a 32, almost 33-year-old human being, I have gone through many dark, depressing things most people won't experience until they're like 50 or 60. I want to build a community of people, like in comment sections and everything like that. I want people to, talk to each other and give each other advice. And, just the world is so dark and divided. And I just want to bring people together. I want this to be a safe space for you to vent. For real though, can I bitch? I just need to know why in the ripe year of 2026, why is female reproductive healthcare so barbaric? I need to know because I'm about to get an endometrial biopsy done. I've had this done before. 5 years ago, I had a endometrial biopsy done and I almost passed out. It was so painful. And then I ended up having a polyp that I needed to have removed, went into surgery, got it removed, everything. Okay. So here I am, 2026, about to have another biopsy done. For some reason, I have to beg my gynecologist to please, for the love of God, numb me. Because I said that the last time I had this done, it was so painful. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And for some reason, when they are going in, opening up your hoo-ha, and they are essentially like plucking a piece of your uterus out, for some reason, they're like, hey girl, so, just take 2 ibuprofen and you'll be good. Like, no worries. Many worries, in fact. All of the worries. That is what's happening here. Okay. So I ended up messaging my gynecologist being like, hey, it's me. Question. Do you usually numb for this procedure? Because in New York, which is where I'm from and where I got it done originally, they don't know what numbing is. Okay. Learn that the hard way. If anything, can I request to be numbed because this procedure is so forsakenly, impossibly painful. And I almost passed out the first time and I would prefer to not be tortured this time. So what do we think? And they were like, hey, so this doctor doesn't usually numb, but if the pain gets too bad, he said that he will numb you. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Number one. Love that. Second of all, why do I have to ask to be numbed? Okay, because not for nothing, but 2 ibuprofen isn't going to do anything. I might as well just pop some Tic Tacs and call it a day. That is how useful ibuprofen or, hi, can you take 2 Tylenol? 2 Tylenol. You want me to take 2 Tylenol? Tylenol is useless. Maybe after I'm tortured, but not during. That's for damn sure. Why? Like, it is 2026. How are we making self-driving cars, but we can't numb a bitch in order to do these very important, potentially life-saving procedures? You know what I mean? And I just find that insane. Certifiably insane. Okay, when you get your cavities filled, they numb you. When you're going in for surgery, you're under anesthesia. But women who are getting pieces of their innards plucked out of them, sorry, 2 ibuprofen and a prayer, 2 ibuprofen and a dream, and you'll be good. If it was a man getting any sort of procedure done, they'd be like, hey, so we're going to put you out and we're going to give you some happy drugs. We'll give you some painkillers, muscle relaxers. But women are expected to go through actual fucking hell. And they're like, 2 ibuprofen. You're good, right? Like, girl, no. Anyways, I need to bitch about something else. In your 30s, you go through a lot of transformative years where maybe going through some changes in your life with relationships, whether it's romantic, friendships, maybe you are just going through a hard cycle of life. No one really tells you how hard friendship breakups are. Obviously, you know, everyone has gone through breakups with their boyfriends, and obviously that is heartbreaking, but no one really tells you how hard it is to go through a friendship breakup of someone that you have known most of your life. Like, this person has been with you through every stage of life, through school, meeting different people, whether it's middle school, high school, get into college and you branch off. No one really dives into how difficult it is to lose a person in your life that has seen you through every stage of your early adulthood. I have recently gone through a major friendship breakup of over 20 years. It was during the hardest time of my life. Second hardest time of my life. Back in May or June, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 endometrial cancer. My mom is my best friend and she's my everything. And I really don't want to like trauma dump and tell you every single thing about my life on the first episode, but quick background, my dad passed away of very aggressive liver lymphoma, March of 2024. It'll be 2 years this year. So I have lost one parent already. My mom is my absolute everything. She moved with me, been through a lot of hard stuff. I love her so much. My mom was diagnosed back in June and we've just been through it. When I needed my friends and circle the most, ended up being met with the exact opposite. And I'm not going to get into details of the breakup because I have a lot of respect for this person. And again, I did say I have known her for most of my adult life. So that's not something I want to hash over a podcast where the other person doesn't get to defend themselves. However, after going through everything with my mom, because that is what has taken over my focus. It's taken up every ounce of energy that I have. I've been completely focused on my mom. So I haven't until recently been able to actually grieve this friendship and grieve this relationship. It's just really hard when you are expecting a person to be there forever and, you know, you've been through school and relationships and marriage and having kids. It's just really difficult not being able to reach out to that person. Like, I can't tell you how many photos keep on coming up in my phone of us and everything, and or you want to text this person a meme, or you want to send them a TikTok or something, and it's just like you can't. That is very, very difficult. Earlier this year in March, before anything really happened, I had completely gone off of social media because my mental health was not in a good space in any way, shape, or form. I had gone off of social media at the 1 year mark of my dad passing away. And I am very much the person that is going to scroll and scroll and scroll, and all of a sudden I'm zooming in on people's pictures and I'm like, wow, she looks amazing. Why don't I look like that? Like, I should be in the gym, I should be losing weight, and I should look like this, and they have this in their life and I don't have that. And it's just, I had to come off of social media for the main purpose of finally telling myself I need to stop comparing myself to other people and to their lives, because what you see on Instagram and social media is going to be the highlights and the good parts of their lives. They're not showing all of the deep, dark shit that they're going through. Social media is very toxic for me in that sense. But yeah, seeing pictures of people with their dads and seeing pictures of people with their kids is hard for someone who has gone through miscarriage. Comparing myself to other people was a main reason why I came off of social media. So many people have these beautiful, fulfilling lives with kids and these amazing jobs, and you go and you compare yourself to people and you always think things are greener on the other side, and they're not. We'll say, when I was going through this friendship breakup, being off of social media was the best thing I ever did, because I don't currently have access to this person and they don't have access to me. And I think it's easier when it's completely no contact, like, I'm not on social media, I'm not seeing your stuff, I'm not looking at your stuff type thing. I think it's easier to be completely detached from them rather than like stalking their pages every 5 minutes and like being like, oh, what are they up to, or what do they look like now? Not really like a guidebook on how to unbest friend someone. Honestly, a friend breakup is arguably harder than a long-term relationship breakup, right? Because this person has seen you at your best, at your worst. You have very in-depth, deep conversations with this person. They know everything about you. You know everything about them. And it's just extremely hard to be going through a friendship breakup, especially on top of everything going on in my personal life. Health, mom's health, everything. If anyone else is going through that right now, please feel free to comment and, let me know what you're going through. I would really like to connect to other people on that, because this may sound like a solo experience, but 2025 I heard was the year of the snake. So a lot of people were shedding old versions of themselves, shedding old friendships, outgrowing old friendships. This year, I think someone said, is the year of the horse, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably wrong. But it's about transforming and turning into this new, improved version of yourself. For anyone that is going through a friendship breakup or has gone through one and made it out successfully, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. If you have any advice for us, please let me know, because every day is different. You want to text that person and you're like, oh, wait, LOL, we're like not friends. So that's a thing. When you have such long-standing deep memories with someone. Maybe it's a friendship that you have felt was falling apart for a while, and there was just that one last thing was like the straw on the camel's back. Is that the saying? If there's one thing you're gonna learn about me, it's that I'm gonna butcher every single fucking phrase in the history of the world. I want to say it's the straw that broke the camel's back. Who knows? Friendships aren't perfect. People aren't perfect. I am not perfect and never have been, never will be. Some crappy things happen. Life is hard. Life is really hard. And you know what? I'm tired of being God's strongest soldier. You know what I mean? Also, let me just break it down for you. If you're expecting like aesthetically pleasing, you're not going to find that here. One thing about the Can I Bitch podcast, we're going to couch rot, okay? So I'm going to be here in a messy bun and sweatpants or pajamas or whatever fits that day. There's no aesthetically pleasing anything happening here. Every week I'm going to post on Instagram asking for a Can I Bitch topic, and you can submit yours and I will read them anonymously and we'll bitch together. If you're seeing this on YouTube, welcome to the pod. And if you're an audio only listener, you're not missing anything on the video, truly. You're just gonna see a hot mess. That is me, Ashley. Hey. I am going to try and leave this first episode pretty short. Meanwhile, I've gone off on like 3 tangents so far. One thing about me, I'm a yap, okay? On the Can I Bitch podcast, we're gonna couch rot. Grab your wine, grab an iced latte, grab something to smoke, something to enjoy. I don't know. Whatever you want, whatever makes you feel comfy. Get on your crustiest sweatpants and couch rot with me. You can get this podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please leave a review that helps the show. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know if you have gone through a friendship breakup. If you have any advice for me, I'm going to go through the comments of all 2 people that are watching this right now. I can read them on the next episode so that we can get advice together, so that we can vent, validate each other's feelings, get real deep and whatever. I will have a new episode out every Thursday. I hope you enjoyed Can I Bitch podcast, brought to you by no one. I'll see you next week. Let's bitch again soon. Toodles noodles.